Welcome to Chef D TV, a show about passion and all the great food that surrounds you. Food that's right in your own backyard that you might not even know is there. Come, join me on a great culinary adventure. Today we go to the Owen Sound Market to discover taste, color, texture, and to talk about a dying breed. So we're here with Mayor Ruth Neville-Stanners. Did I get that right?
You did.
Yes. Mayor of Owen Sound. Mayor, tell me a little bit about Owen Sound.
It's a fabulous place to live. There's a huge cultural component. There's a huge sports component. There is never a day that there isn't something to do.
Why do you come to the Owen Sound Market?
Well, I come for the food, basically, and we come every Saturday. We have a routine. We get our eggs, we get our chicken, we get our fish, we get our vegetables, and yeah, it's part of our life, and that's where we do a huge amount of our shopping.
Hey Tommy, thanks for inviting us back to the market. It's an absolute fantastic day, Saturday before Thanksgiving. It doesn't get much better than this. The sun is actually coming out, and we haven't seen that for almost a week.
No, this is great. No, thanks for coming, guys. This is Thanksgiving and Easter, the two biggest market weekends. It's a big foodie weekend. People are home, and they're buying lots of food. It's a time to come to a market.
How did you get involved with the Owen Sound Market?
I was hired because of my fashion sense. And, no, I used to have a pasta booth. I sold fresh pasta and Italian snacks. And I now do this. This is my 10th year here. We're just really fortunate. We're an established market. There's been a market in Owen Sound for 150 years. It's been here since 1936. We do have a 75% rule. You have to make or grow, and that's to keep the local stuff. However, because we're year-round, we have what's called a non-traditional vendors for, which like our bookseller. What we have done is implemented, if you look around later, you may see some of the tags say local people, local product.
Exactly.
And that was to help with the customers, that if you see that tag, that is a local person and a local product.
Only at the Owen Sound Market can you get sweet beets like this, produced by Lockhart Nursery, Chatsworth, Ontario.
When you're out looking for produce and that, this is where you're going to get the flavor. These are the greens that you're going to get, you're going to buy, that you're going to bite into, and it's going to be, wow, there's some bitterness there.
We're harvesting it the day before you get it.
Exactly.
And it's not traveling very far at all, and that makes a big difference.
So we're buying some actually still Ontario grown green beans and some raspberries. The green beans are from their garden, so how much fresher is that? Oh, you got it. This is unbelievable. They're so sweet. It's all about the flavor, as we've been learning all day here at the market.
Our motto is we grow flavor, and what I mean by that is all of the vegetables you see, whether it's a grocery store or whatever, look like vegetables and look like perfect vegetables. But we want to grow a vegetable that, first of all, looks good, but is incredible flavor, and that's what we're trying to do.
What got you into farming?
I love food, and
That's great.
yeah, and I wanted to just learn what I needed to learn in order to grow it. I did a 1-year apprenticeship, and then loved it so much I kept going.
So now, what's the Saugeen River CSA?
We're an 80-acre farm just north of Durham, and we grow about 6 acres of produce, and about 95% of it goes to people who buy shares for the whole season. So they pay a fixed price and get a weekly supply of produce. There's about 70 families through the summer months, and then 30 or 35 families through the winter months. I know approximately how many people I can supply, and so once I reach that number, I cut it off and start a waiting list.
One of the things that is so big in our industry now, and grocery stores, I just finished reading all about grocery stores, is how they're going back to that so-called local produce, and that 100-mile diet.
Part of my fear is everybody talks about eating local, doing stuff. That's fabulous. But unless we create an infrastructure in which farming is viable, so that I'm 25, come out of Guelph with an agricultural thing, and I think, I want to own a farm. If the capital cost to get in that and my returns aren't enough to actually see some kind of light at the end of the tunnel, then why would I do it? I mean, if you look around at the produce, every one of them, without exception here, has worked off the farm.
Agreed.
So in essence, they're subsidizing our food.
It's a challenge at the market to really express what the true cost is of the produce, because each year is different, and what it actually costs to grow is different each year, but there's sort of this, quote, market value of product, which doesn't actually reflect the true costs.
Farming is a great business, but as far as being lucrative, it probably will not be that way. You will make a living at it. There's a lot of hard work. Hard work has never killed anybody.
Agreed.
But the lifestyle really is amazing. The people, the consumers that do appreciate it, you really do get to know them. That is the thing that keeps farmers going. But the return on investment, the lucrative business, it probably isn't.
Good news, we found the colors, we found the texture, we found the smells, and the quality that is out there. The bad news, will our next generation of farmers be there? Tell me one thing that makes Owen Sound totally different than any other community in Ontario.
I think it's the people. I honestly do. I think there's the most amazing spirit. You felt it. It's the people.
So Ruth, here's to Owen Sound, here's to some great eating. We'll talk soon.
Yeah. Welcome anytime.
Oh, treat yourself to some great local flavors.